Should I invest in Snowflake? Snowflake is probably the most hyped IPO in years. You see, today, the cloud data company Snowflake, trading under the acronym SNOW, had their much anticipated IPO. We'll talk about what an IPO is, but you see, this IPO has been the talk of Wall Street for a few weeks right now because it is the biggest deal of the year and the largest software IPO ever. See, SNOW was supposed to start trading at $75 to $85 per share. But then last week, Salesforce and Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway opted to buy several million shares of SNOW. So on Monday, just a couple of days ago, SNOW raised their IPO from $75 to $85 to $100 to $110. But let's see what happened today. Let's take a look at SNOW here on the charts when they finally started trading around noon. Let me show you a 5-minute chart. Look at this craziness. So again, the IPO price was originally 75 to 85, raised on Monday to 100 to 110, and this morning they started trading at 245 and shot up as high as 319 in a matter of minutes. And I'll explain to you exactly why that is. After this, it came crashing down, and right now it's still trading at $262. But you see, when it was going up there, it was 4 times as much as the original IPO price. That's 400% in the first few minutes of trading. Isn't that crazy? So the key question right now is, does it make sense to invest in SNOW? And does it make sense to invest in IPOs in general? Now, before we talk about this, let's talk about what is an IPO. IPO is an acronym that stands for Initial Public Offering. And this means when a stock is first publicly traded at an exchange. And you see, IPOs are often hyped up. Remember last year when Uber and LYFT had their IPO, and then Slack and CHWY and Pinterest? There was a lot of hype around these companies. But as you know, this show here is all about the facts. So let's take a look at the facts of what happened to these hyped up IPOs. The first IPO that I want to look at is Uber. So last year, everybody was crazy about Uber. And let's just zoom out here for a little bit and see what happened to Uber shortly after the IPO. So this is the IPO. So the first day they started trading at $42, went all the way up to $45, crashed back down and hovered around $45 to $46 for a while. And you see, then they released an earnings report, and boom, it came crashing down from 46 to 26. So how come? Because everybody was super excited about Uber. And looking at the first day, oh my gosh, was this trading up? Let's take a look at a few other IPOs of last year that got hyped up. So shortly after Uber, LYFT was trading at the exchanges. And very similar here. Look at this. LYFT at first started trading at $88. And on the first day, they moved all the way down to $78. And ever since, over the next few months, it has been a slide down until October 2019. Again, we're looking at last year because I want to kind of predict and tell you whether it is worth investing in SNOW right now, the most hyped up IPO of the year. But let's take a look at a few others. So CHWY also hyped up last year, and you see they started trading at 35. On the first day, went as high as, what is this? 42, almost 42, but then also over the next few months came crashing down, you see, all the way up from 44 to 22. Let's take a look at a couple of more here. Last year also we had Slack, so everybody was saying, oh my gosh, Slack is replacing Skype and everybody wants to have Slack. So here's where they opened on the first day. On the first day, they opened at $38.50, went all the way up to $42, and then crashed down to $20. Do you see a trend here? Let me just show you one more. Pinterest. Pinterest last year was another one. I mean, these are the big ones. There are many, many more. And here's where we look at Pinterest. Now, Pinterest, as you can see, started trading here at 23, then went all the way up in a matter of a few days to 35, but then came crashing down again. So looking at all this, right, should you invest in SNOW? Well, let's take a look at what happened here with Snowflake today. So I want to go back to a 5-minute chart here. You see, here's what's happening. Again, this is the most hyped up IPO that we have seen in a long, long time. So why does it jump from 245 to 315 in a matter of minutes? This is where traders have FOMO, the fear of missing out. So as soon as they started trading, and they finally started trading at what time? I believe it was at around noon Eastern time, maybe a little bit later. And this is when everybody said, buy, 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 buy. And they did it. And then, of course, people who got smart and got it in the pre-IPO, which probably most of us, you and I, will never get it. I mean, the pre-IPO prices are really for the guys of Warren Buffett or Salesforce or some others here. So they get in high net worth individuals, but you see, usually retail traders do not. And then it came crashing down. What can we expect from this IPO? I mean, just looking back at the other IPOs that we have seen, let's talk about two key takeaways of what probably is going to happen here. Number one key takeaway from IPOs. IPOs are not guaranteed to make money unless you get into the pre-IPO, which, again, let's be realistic, most of us will never do. And so they're not guaranteed to make money even if they are hyped up. We just looked at Uber, Lyft, Slack, Pinterest, right? I mean, all of these. Number two, even if they do, even if they make you money like Pinterest here, right? So 1 out of the 5 examples that I've shown you actually initially went up, as you can see, before sharply reversing. So if you're making money on an IPO, you must time your exits. IPO profits are quick and fast, and you can't be greedy. So, in the last Coffee with Marcus, we talked about SRC profits and why they are so important. So, SRC, as you know, stands for systematic, repeatable, and consistent. When you know how to generate SRC profits, you can apply money management to grow an account from $10,000 to $40,000. If you want to know exactly how to do this, watch my previous video. I have a video on money management. I'll link to it in the description. However, as you have seen today, IPOs, initial public offerings, are not SRC profits. So, back to the original question. Should you invest in Snowflake? Well, for me personally, I'll pass and I'll keep looking for opportunities according to the wheel and the PowerX strategy, since these are SRC profits that I can generate week after week and month after month. And not only me, I just want to show you an email that I got the other day. So here, this is from Michael Mikkel. Wanted to say thank you for the fantastic coffee cup. I am the biggest Java fan. So being able to use the PowerX optimizer system to make money and drinking from the Rockwell Trading fire hose all day is a big treat. Good, good, good. Thank you to all already making money in PowerX Optimizer, $970, and the wheel, $377. It's only been 2 weeks and made right, $1,350 so far. Okay, again, keep in mind, these results are not typical. Michael really committed to trading, but hey, it worked for him. So for me personally, I stay away from this Snowflake craziness here. I'll stick to the SRC profits that I can generate with the PowerX strategy and the wheel. And that's what I keep doing, and that's what I'll show you here on the channel. Was this helpful at all to understand a little bit what IPOs are, and that even though they're hyped up, are not guaranteed for profits here? Anyhow, if you enjoyed this video, please do me a favor and like it, because this way others will see the video. And if you would like to see more videos like this, then click on the subscribe button and also click the little notification bell. This way you get notified whenever I release a new video. And if somebody's talking to you about IPOs and you realize quickly that they don't know what they're talking about, please feel free to share this video, and I will see you in the next one.